My name's Evan Jacobs. We are on another scene stop on a busy street. I believe this is Broadway in Santa Ana. Behind me is what used to be Koos Cafe. It's now a smoke shop. And Koos Cafe, to many people that know, remember it as a place where there were a lot of shows. Dennis Lluy, we always called him Dennis Lluy because the way that his name was spelled, he started this place, I want to say it was in 1994, and he just had a ton of bands play here. Farside, Gameface, Collateral Damage, Texas is the Reason, Jimmy Eat World, Shift. If you were a band and you were coming through town, chances are you would be playing Koos Cafe at some point. And this was just, it was a great place to have shows. It was easy to set up. And Dennis had like the first Koosapalooza here. We all hung out and there were like just a ton of bands. And I remember that specific thing because some of the bands didn't want to play where they were slotted to play. Certain bands got mad because they wanted to go on sooner. And it ended up being kind of a mess. And I had helped Dennis set it up. And I remember in the midst of all that, just deciding, you know what? My band's not going to play. It's just going to make things easier. I don't know why I did that. I don't know that it really helped anything. But this was just a great place. And I'll tell you an interesting story. Dennis, when he was getting Koos started, there was some event in Santa Ana having to do with the mayor. And Dennis needed some people to perform, and it was like early in the morning, so he called me. I got out of bed. It was the morning of the first Koosapalooza. I got out of bed, and I was doing a band called Enswell at the time, and I just showed up, and I played, and it probably was nothing short of awful, but I remember Dennis just really being happy with me doing that. Dennis would go on, amongst other things, to start the Yost Theater, and he had a partner in that. I believe the partner's name was Dave Leon or Dave Leone from the band. I believe it was Vitamin L. So anyway, as you can see, behind me is Koos Cafe. It used to be you could stand like right here and just look inside and you'd be able to see bands playing, or you kind of went around there, and sometimes I just sort of stood outside to be able to watch the bands, depending on how crowded it was inside. In fact, my first movie, Walking Between the Raindrops, had its premiere at Koos Cafe in conjunction with Gameface releasing their album 3 to Get Ready. It was an honor to be able to do that. It was an honor to be a part of this history. And so here you have it. Here's Koos Cafe. Here, we'll try to go a little bit further back. Koos Cafe in 2022. And yeah. It is, it's still, the structure and the house is still here. It is just no longer a venue for shows. So thank you very much.